Are you thinking about moving to Halifax? I've lived here for over 25 years, and in this video, I'm going to give you 5 pros and 5 cons that should help you decide if Halifax is the right place for you. Let's go. Hey everyone, it's Matt Morales from Remax over here to help you with anything and everything real estate. If at any point in this video you have questions about the market, feel free to drop them in the comments below or reach out to me directly with my contact details in the description. So pro number 1 is that Halifax and Nova Scotia in general is a beautiful place to live. Between the ocean views, the historic properties, our modern developments coming in, as well as our natural green spaces such as Point Pleasant Park and public gardens that we have right in the city for you to enjoy. The first con I'm going to bring up is that we do pay higher taxes. Without the bigger companies that other provinces have that help offset the cost of public works and government functions, ultimately it comes back on the residents to foot that bill. This comes in the form of higher income taxes, higher sales taxes, and higher property taxes. Our second pro helps with that property tax in the form of affordability. Even with the jumps in home values that we've seen over the last 2 years, compared to other benchmark cities, Halifax still remains a great affordable option. Right now, the average single-family home in Halifax is selling for $577,000, and our average 2-bedroom rent is $1335 per month. Our second con is that we do have an older housing stock when compared to other provinces. Now, I personally don't see anything wrong with an older home, as long as it was well maintained and upgraded as needed. It's a bit of a toss-up between that and a new construction home. However, some people are put off buying a 40 or 50-year-old home, so it's something you should consider. The good news is that we're seeing more and more subdivision approvals every quarter, and in the next 2 to 3 years, we're going to see a boom in new housing. Pro number 3, and that is that there's so much to do. For such a small city, we offer a lot of big city amenities. Sports teams with electric fans, outdoor hiking trails, you're never more than 20 minutes from a beach, live music, and we have an incredible bar scene, nightlife, and restaurants to offer. Now with all that to do, you will have to work a little bit harder in order to afford it because our third con is that we do see lower wages. Right now our minimum wage is around $13.25, which puts us at the median statistic of the country. Our household income per capita is around $48,000, which compared to benchmark cities puts us on the lower end. Remote work has offered people the ability to work higher paying jobs for bigger companies remotely while still enjoying the lifestyle that Nova Scotia has to offer. Our fourth pro is traffic and the fact that we have very little of it. If you're coming from a big city where you're commuting 2 hours to and 2 hours from work every day, you're not going to see that here. Assuming there's no accidents or bad weather, during peak hours you can usually make it home within 30 minutes depending on where you live. With the lack of traffic you might think, oh well maybe not everyone has a car, but our fourth con is the fact that you will need a car because our public transportation system isn't great. Inside the city center, which is this area right here, you can pretty much get anywhere within that region within about 30 minutes. Once you get outside of the city center, it's almost inevitable that you're going to have to make a transfer, at which point you may be waiting 15 or 30 minutes for the next bus, which really can double or even triple your commute time. But just so we can end on a positive note, I'm going to do our fifth con now, which is storms. Once or twice a year, usually in the fall, we typically do get hit with a tropical storm or the odd hurricane. In most cases, it's not a big deal, but it will knock out the power, so you do have to be prepared for that. And honestly, it's just a great way for some people to disconnect. As long as you're prepared with some non-perishables, flashlights, and your storm chips, you're good to go. So our fifth and final pro, and one that I hear all the time, is that people from Nova Scotia and Halifax are the nicest people in Canada. I think it just comes with the fact that the Nova Scotia lifestyle is very easygoing, laid back, we don't take ourselves too seriously, very community driven, and the fact that we're always there to lend a helping hand. Well, I hope you got some value from this video, and if you did, give the video a thumbs up. I really appreciate the support, and be sure to watch the next video here. And if you're looking at buying or selling real estate in Halifax, feel free to give me a call or an email, or you can visit my website to see the latest properties. See you in the next one.